Hello, good people. How are you guys doing on today? I am doing exceptionally well. I have absolutely no complaints. I love God and God loves me. Okay. That's all I got to say about that. Well, anyway, let me tell you something. I'm going to try to make this little video, I'm going to try to make it quick as possible. Although it may need some little tearing. Try to make it as quick as possible. So I went to church on tonight. I was asked to do intercessory prayer on Friday and Saturday for our full gospel conference, right? And I did that. It went well. Friday night and tonight, it went great. Our pastor-elect was preaching on tonight. And when I tell you, the boy preached his socks off, okay? Like, enough said. And you know how it is sometimes when it comes to the giving portion. You know, sometimes people, begin to look and, wonder like, do I have something to give or do I want to give, right? So I had given on Friday night. Of course, I'm a giver. That's what I do. And when it came down to the invitation tonight, I was like, okay, so do I want to give tonight? Do I have to give tonight? Or how should this giving go? And it was like instantly the Spirit of the Lord dropped in, deep down in my soul, that you being here is enough. And I say that to say that sometimes what we don't understand is the support we give other people is enough, right? But sometimes we don't, really get that because some of us really don't understand the concept of support. It's kind of like we've been so psychologically damaged to the point where we simply rather hate on somebody or just casually scroll by when we see somebody that's an up and coming success story, and we just don't support. We don't support. And it's sad because although it's rather strange but true, oftentimes than not, we would show our love and support for people when they pass away and when they die, more so than, when they have a celebratory moment right here on this earth. And let me just say this. It's easy to celebrate a celebrity, okay? Celebrities are known all over the world. They're used to getting that type of support. They're used to getting that type of attention. But when it's somebody that comes directly from your neighborhood, that comes directly from your church, that comes directly out of your family, why is it so hard for us to show them love and support and show them that we care? Why? And then we want to sit back and pretend like we're not haters. But to be honest with you, if you don't know how to support somebody, it could be the smallest way, right? But if you can't do that, then in essence, you're either being a hater or a true non-supporter. Like, seriously, your support is very low, right? But at the same time, what I find truly, truly convincing is that we find time to go out here and do some of the most strangest, most horrific, just horrible things to one another. We do. You can have another person that's doing the same thing as you, that's trying to become successful, right? But because you don't want them to reach a certain plethora or a certain height that's above you, you will find some type of way to try to knock that person down. And I'm talking to my black and brown people. You know what I mean? Because we can go out here and we can support the Mexicans, the Chinese, the Koreans, Vietnamese, even Caucasians. Like, we support all of these people. But then when it comes down to us loving on one another and supporting one another, it has to always be some sort of complaint. Right? It really does. And I'm trying to figure out why we're like that. Let me tell you something that I know. If you have love for an individual and you are really a true supporter, sometimes it doesn't even take your dollar. Sometimes it doesn't even take your money to support that individual. Okay? If you have 2 to 3 seconds out of your day when you casually scrolling Facebook or you casually scrolling Instagram or Twitter or whatever your social media outlet is, because hey, that's how people are becoming successful nowadays. Okay? The social media platforms, right? And if you see somebody that you claim to have a friendship with, claim to have love for, or that's your family member or something like that, even if you don't patronize their business or show some form of support monetarily, the least you could do for that person is share their post. You want me to tell you how that helps? You may not at that time be financially capable of supporting that person in whatever it is that they do, right? But just by you sharing that post, somebody else may see it, may be inspired, and may support. Right? They may support. But I figured it out too. I was like, God, why don't we do it? Why don't we support one another? And this is what I heard in my soul, okay? He probably didn't say it, but I'm going to tell you what I heard, okay? Is that when we don't see success, if we don't know what success looks like, if we don't know what success feels like, even the smallest, I'm talking about even the smallest hint of success in our families, in our homes, on our jobs, if we don't know what success feels and looks like, we won't support. Because if no one in your family has ever been successful, okay, you've never had a successful job, right? You've never had a successful friend. You don't know what success looks and feels like. So to you, if you don't have equally as much success as another person, it will probably pain you to simply support somebody by sharing a post, even if you can't purchase an item. And that's not good. Y'all, we gotta stop this. Seriously. At the end of the day, I'm gonna tell you about me. I don't need a hater support. I don't need fake love. I don't. One thing people, regardless of successful or up and coming, they don't thrive on is fake love and haters. People not worried about what haters think. I don't. You can be as negative as you want, okay? At the end of the day, if you ain't paying my bills, if you ain't purchasing a book, a hair hat, a tutu, a brooch, let me see, some bundles, you ain't getting your hair done, you ain't buying no lashes, you ain't getting no makeup, you ain't getting none of that, I could care less what you think. Period, Pooh. Know that, all right? But at the end of the day, what I am saying is, it is absolutely ridiculous that black people have so much talent. You know, we're business savvy. We have skill sets that are ridiculous. They are through the roof. But we won't support one another. If we don't learn to get past this, oh, she got a bigger house or he got a bigger car. Your ego too big. Your pride is too big. If we don't get past this stuff and learn how to love one another and support one another and help push our sisters and brothers through, we're going to be stuck forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. Yeah. And you'll never have anything being a non-supporter. One day God may want to push your business or push an idea that you have in your mind and in your heart to another level. But just think on these things right here. If you never learn to support somebody, how could you ever expect somebody to support you? That's all I got to say about that. All right. I pulled up at the bank. I'm about to go ahead and handle my business. And then I'm going home. But I love you guys. Let's learn to show love and support to one another. It's very important. Okay? Bless you. Have a good night. Bye-bye.